Hello and welcome to ABiQ's The Week That Was, May 29. This week we've seen more African countries reducing their lockdown restrictions, the main driver being the desire to open up the economies. In North Africa, Turkey has announced that it will start with oil exploration work in the eastern Mediterranean off the coast of Libya. They expect this to happen within the next 3 to 4 months. West Africa, the Nigerian government has requested its agricultural sector to improve food production yields. This is a direct result of COVID-19. The government would like to reduce its reliance on food imports. Schools in Ivory Coast has opened up last Monday. It's the first West African country to do so after a 2-month lockdown. Liberia signed a $640 million grant agreement with US aid. The agreement runs from 2019 to 2024 and aims to foster self-reliance through private sector-led expansion of the economy. Central Africa, the Angolan government has announced that it has started to renegotiate debt payments with its main creditors. The country has about $500 million of debt falling due this year. East Africa, trouble might be brewing between Ethiopia, Sudan and Egypt. This follows Ethiopia's announcement that it will start to fill the Renaissance Dam from July this year. Negotiations has fallen apart over the last few months, although a renewed commitment has been issued to find a solution. Some border skirmishes has already taken place last week between Sudan and Ethiopia. Rwanda has announced that it would require $11 billion to implement its climate action plan in accordance with the Paris Agreement on climate change. Kenya has announced that from the 1st of June, all freight destined to Uganda, South Sudan and Rwanda would have to go via rail. This is to alleviate the bottlenecks on the border posts as a result of the COVID-19 checks and inspections. The Rand Merchant Bank has confirmed Total's funding of $15 billion in the Mozambique LNG project. Banks in Zimbabwe was removed from the US sanctions list during last week. In Southern Africa, Namibia has announced it's reduced its COVID-19 restrictions, and its neighbour South Africa has also announced a further reduction to level 3 from June 1st, when schools will reopen and most of the business will return. Mokgweetsi Majoro is the new Prime Minister of Lesotho. This follows the resignation of veteran politician Tom Tabane earlier in May. Thank you for watching ABiQ's The Week That Was. We hope to see you back next week.